Yes, thank you. Thank you for the applause. Welcome back to the 4 Creators Podcast. My name is Warren, a.k.a. Pod A&R.
My name is Lavert, a.k.a. Laverticus, a.k.a. Sweet Dick Willie.
It's your boy Marcus, a.k.a. I'm gonna be a.k.a. thankful this week. It's Thanksgiving weekend, or the weekend of Thanksgiving. So
It's
I'm
Thanksgiving
thankful.
this week?
Coming up.
So I'm thankful.
Turkey Day.
Thankful for what I do have, and remorseful for what we don't.
Yeah. So thankful. I am thankful that we're able to like still do this podcast, get together and chop it up. But do y'all want to get into it right now? What happened to us after the last podcast?
I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, this shit is fucked up.
Straight into it, no lube.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you get into it.
Give it to him.
Where do we begin?
Tell the story.
Well, it started off good.
Started off fucking amazing day shooting with Dope Coffee. Salute to Dope Coffee.
Shout out Dope Coffee for real.
Shout out to Dope Coffee. We did a really amazing shoot with them. It was good. It was a podcast, but it was like a behind the scenes of their infrastructure and how they was moving. A lot of good gems. So that episode is coming out in audio form probably like next week. But it started off really good. I mean, we spent I got there like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Damn near the whole day.
It
didn't feel like
all
it.
afternoon.
All day shoot. I mean, but it was worth it. I mean, it was a beautiful day. We got a chance to talk to like all the great creatives and all the great people that behind the scenes in Dope Coffee. And I'll let you take it from here. What happened?
Long story short, after shooting, we wanted to get a bite to eat, so we headed down to Anatolia in Atlanta.
Yeah, downtown.
You know what I'm saying? Going there for a bite to eat, coming up with different creative ideas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
fellowshipping.
Just celebrating.
Yeah,
a good day.
Yeah, because really, like us and Dope Coffee kind of came to the idea like we're gonna start working together, and it was gonna be a nice. I mean, we already had the friendship together, with everybody from Dope Coffee, Shell, Stace, and Mike. It's all love with them, but we was gonna start moving in like more creative directions, more get into the business aspect. We were actually gonna start working together, and
got caught slipping.
We left there, had all of our gear in the car and stopped, get a bite to eat, and
got jacked.
Yeah, came back after 2 hours. 2 hours of like chopping it up, really kind of strategizing on the future of 4 Creators as far as like a production company and starting producing content. Just all the same stuff we've been talking about basically since the inception of 4 Creators. It really started manifesting, and we come back to the car, and I'll let you.
Yeah, so I'm walking back to my car after a good meeting, you know what I'm saying, with Warren, and you know what I'm saying, we had great food from Anatolia. Shout out to Anatolia. They always make great food, great hookah.
Always.
And I get back to my car, and I felt like a breeze. I'm like, why is it a breeze? Because I think it was kind of raining that day. And I'm like, we had an overcast at the time we got back to the car. And I felt the breeze, and I looked back, and my whole fucking rear windshield was out.
Whole back window.
The whole window was out. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
So I went back to my car, and pretty much 3 of my cameras are gone, and my Mac is gone. My Shure SM7B is gone. My studio mic. My Zoom H4n is gone.
Your MacBook? You said your MacBook?
Yeah, my Mac. Yeah. So, I mean, that's like $6,000 gone.
6 bands.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yep, and one night. After one of the...
Not even one night, just a couple of hours.
Yeah, in just a couple of hours. Yep.
Yeah.
And that day started off as like one of the best days in our creative career so far. As 4 Creators, a podcast. Like I said, we were moving to like other ventures of like producing content for other people, and Dope Coffee was going to be one of our first clients, and it basically fucked up our whole groove. Like and 4 Creators is not going to stop. Like we're still going to be producing a podcast, even though I was in my feelings. I really was. Like that shit really hurt me to my heart, yo. Like I'm just thinking we did all that work, and it's starting to really turn for us as far as everything that we've been talking about. Like, I love being a podcast, but it's just like I want to start,
We are more than a podcast.
We are more than a podcast.
Yeah. The 4 Creators is just an umbrella
Exactly.
For all the
Yeah.
creative shit that we want to do.
Exactly. Yep.
It's like a think tank.
Yeah,
Come
exactly.
together. You know what I'm saying? And,
Collective, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's a think tank and it's a collective of a whole bunch of like creative people, and like we're the first three that's like really kicking this off. But I mean, but the goal is to always have, you know, production companies and photo studios and like, you know, spaces, just a hub of creative people getting together. So this is, I mean, I guess right now, once I'm past, you know, the initial shock and initial like being pissed the fuck off that this happened to us, I guess I got to look forward and just be like, you know, everybody has a roadblock.
Yeah.
This is just our first, you know, stumbling block. And, you know, I didn't want to do it. Like, I'm not really the type that really ask for help. I'm like, shit, if something happens, we just got to figure that shit ourselves. But we wind up starting a GoFundMe page. And we've been getting, you know, a lot of great people reaching out to us and providing us with donations to try to help us get back on our feet. And I appreciate, like, each and every one of y'all for, like, really looking out for us. Because y'all don't have to do it. But, I mean, but it's been some pretty sizable donations and some like smaller ones, and that tells me that, you know, people really care about what we're doing. You know, it like people are reaching out to us and saying, "Damn, that's fucked up that happened to y'all. I'm gonna go and throw y'all a little something." And it's like, and it's great because like we're getting like smaller donations from a lot of different people, and that's what it's all about. Yeah, you know, just help out as much. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's like a grassroots movement. I mean, like I mean, for lack of a better word, like. I don't believe God puts anything in front of you or presents you with anything that you can't handle. So if he puts an obstacle in front of you, it's because he knows you can overcome it. And that's just all this is. Yeah. That's all this is.
Because, you know, even when it happened, I was like, damn, this shit fucked up.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, on the opposite end, like, you got to be, like you say, thankful. Yeah. That, you know what I'm saying? We still here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people died this year.
Right.
We still able to create and keep moving. Like, material items, cameras, MacBook and shit, it can be replaced. Yeah. It's just taking a step back and just recalibrating everything and make sure we move it a different way so we can make sure our stuff is safe.
Yeah.
So it's like now, instead of me looking like all the shit I've lost, I'm looking at all the shit I still have.
Exactly.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got y'all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We still grinding.
Yeah.
We still got, you know what I'm saying, equipment we can record the podcast.
Yep. Yeah.
Because they didn't take everything.
They didn't take everything.
They took a sizable amount.
A lot. Yeah. They took a large chunk of our production equipment.
Then you start to realize, like, damn, we really had some fucking equipment. Like,
yeah. It's crazy because losing something can tell you what you had. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gives you an opportunity to like reevaluate and really look at what you had. Yeah. And we had a lot. Like we were really rolling, and we were actually starting to make use of everything. Like, I mean, like, you know, because this is what, episode 11? This is episode 11. This is the very beginning. Now, if we're getting these fucking, you know, stumbling blocks out the way, I shit, go ahead. I mean, I don't want our shit to get stolen again.
I mean, yeah, no. I mean,
yeah, but I mean, but it just comes. You know, we just have to get smarter about, you know, securing our shit and making sure it happens. I mean, even if you leave your shit in the car, like it shouldn't happen to you, and it's kind of fucked up. It's like whoever did that shit, it's like they stole not only our equipment, but they stole our footage of that day.
Yes, the hard work.
Yep.
All the hard work that we did, you know, all the time that we spent like setting up the cameras and making everything look good and providing a good look for, you know, a up and coming company, it's just all that work is gone. And I can't say that hurts more than stealing our shit. I mean, but it's damn near equal though. Yeah, it's damn near equal.
Yeah, so like I think oftentimes I just got like this feeling of before there's like a certain breakthrough within your life and you go down a certain path, oftentimes the universe will send you like a little bit of inconvenience to see if this is what you really want to go through. If you want to push forward or you want to dial it back.
And you're right.
And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, we lost some shit, but we gained knowledge from it.
Yeah.
We still gain experience from that.
Yeah.
And we'll be better for it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, it's just a recalibration of how we move and how we gonna do things.
Yeah. Like I guess I think one of the I mean I probably consider the heathen, but I think one of the most important sermons that my pastor ever gave me, he was talking about like how like it's raining, it's a heavy storm, and you got people with the hazard lights on pulling over to the side of the road. But he was like, if you just slow down a little bit and just keep going, you're gonna get through this storm, and it's gonna be way, way better, brighter days. Gotcha. And that's all this is right now. That's all this is right now.
Yeah. It's all about how you look at shit.
And honestly, I could feel like I was really tested with this one because
How so?
Because like it just fucked everything up for me. It's just like I felt like we just had so much more momentum. Like, because at first I started off the podcast by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, and I was even tested then. Like I did one episode, I was like, this is all right. I don't know if I could do a podcast just sitting there talking to myself. I wound up working with a good friend of mine, Jamie, and he helped me get more momentum and start like helping me gain my confidence. But then I felt like I was pigeonholed in the subjects that we were talking about. And that's why like I wanted to talk to you and like bring you on. And I felt like I was getting more and more steam and more momentum. And then, having Marcus come on, I just felt like we were just having so much momentum and everything was going great. And then we get to a point where like everything that we've been talking about as far as turning this into a business, turning this into like a production company for other people, along with the podcast, it's like finally that day we actually had somebody say, I want to pay y'all to do what y'all do. And we just started having so many great conversations, over dinner that night. And then for this to happen to us the same night, that's like one of the best creative nights that we had. For that to happen, it tested me because even this morning, like that happened on Tuesday. That was Tuesday. Yeah. Today is Saturday. And, these are our record days. And I text y'all, I was just like, y'all just want to go in and just take a week off. And I'm just like, I was really in my fucking feelings. And I wanted y'all to be like, I wanted y'all so bad to be like, yeah, we just going like, I feel the same way you feel. It's going to take a week off and recalibrate.
Nah.
But see, that's the thing about it. Having partners like y'all helps me because it's like it keeps me on task. Like it makes me accountable. Y'all make me accountable for staying on task, for trying to drive forward to make sure that we like have goals and we're reaching like these points where we're just trying to ascend and actually get better. So it's just like whenever one of us kind of hits a low or doesn't really feel it, we got two other people that are like, nah, fuck it, we got to do this shit.
Yeah,
most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the name is 404 Creators. They took the stuff we record on. They didn't take the creators.
Thank you.
Facts.
Exactly.
Facts.
Exactly. You are absolutely right about that. Absolutely right. I mean, they took a lot from us, but it's nothing that can't be replaced.
Exactly.
It's going to take a while to replace it, but we are still here.
Yeah.
The actual 404 Creators are actually here.
Yeah.
Like we're, and they kind of took us back to like a ground level. Like, we're doing like a one camera thing, but we still got a nice amount of equipment.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, you got one camera.
Yeah.
But look at all this foundation you got.
Exactly.
I mean, look at my sexy ass just sitting up here.
They take you from us, so we good, right?
Hey, I mean, for real, that's all that matters. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters, baby.
The content creator's still here.
Yeah.
The camera, the catch this nigga Paul's sexiness may not be here. But he's still here.
Talk that shit, man. Talk that shit.
Yeah, we still here. It's just like, it's so crazy because I was so fucked up and so much in my feelings that happened on Tuesday. They took a majority of our shit. They took 3 of our cameras, Macs, microphones and everything.
Headphones,
recording
devices.
Different recording devices. They took so much stuff that I was so fucked up and so like in my feelings that I didn't even realize that we still had all of the audio for that day. Yeah. I just realized that today. So I started going back and listening. I'm like, damn, this is fucking dope. And it's just like a lot of our audience is listening to it just on audio form and don't even realize that we have a YouTube channel. So I'm gonna get better at that, plugging everything that we have.
Yeah.
But we have a YouTube channel. We're on Apple Podcasts,
Instagram,
Spotify. We just started uploading to SoundCloud. So we're on basically every platform that you'll listen to. Facebook, yeah, we're everywhere.
Google Podcasts.
Yeah. Google Podcasts. We're on basically every platform that you will listen to podcasts. So if you want to check out the show on YouTube, if you're like an audio listener, and if you're an audio listener, you want to check out the video form, we got both. And I just realized that, our last episode with Dope Coffee, the one that was powered by Dope Coffee, we don't have the video for that, but we still got the audio. So just go and listen to it wherever you listen to podcasts because that was an amazing show. I think that was a turning point for us as far as, just working with another business and actually profiling them. I think, not to toot our own horn, but I think we did an amazing job.
Yeah.
Great piece of content.
I mean, I think more than recording, I just enjoyed the day and just the whole entire day.
Yeah.
The whole entire day.
I mean, I think the dopest part about that entire day was like being the creative of being in that space.
Yeah.
And it's working, but it didn't feel like work.
Right.
Not for a second. Not for a
So
second.
I was like, to be able to get up and do this shit every day, or like however times we do it, like, boy, this is like a breath of fresh air.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even get to that point. You know what I'm saying? They working from 9 to 5 and they like, damn, this shit sucks. But I think y'all got it before I did. And I'm like, I didn't get tired of just being there and just being in that creative space of being able to talk shit and interview people. And like the episodes, the dopest part about the episodes was the people on the episodes.
Right.
And the content they was giving us.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mike, Stace, Bree, Joe, all of y'all, man, like y'all did a hell of a job.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you for sitting down with us.
And I was gonna say, like, even the issues and problems we were thrown with that day, like they didn't even feel like real problems. They were like more like something we can overcome creatively.
Yeah. It was an opportunity for us to pivot. I mean, because really, it did teach us something, because I think all of us were on the same page as far as it was going to be an interview with the CEO, Mike.
Yep.
And that's all it was going to be. We're going to spend 2 hours if we can, you know, an hour or so, like whatever, because he's a busy man. Like the whole company is kind of buzzing right now. So we expected to go in there and only speak to the CEO, but we kind of got thrown a curveball, and we were, you know,
a good curveball. Really.
It turned out to be a great curveball, because we wound up interviewing a lot of the other people in the company, and the way they're structured, they don't, you know, Mike and Shell and Stace, you know, which is like the top tier of dope coffee and dope coffee music. They don't look at they don't look at the people who work for them or work with them as employees. I forgot what was the term. Builders.
Builders, yeah.
Yeah, they call them builders.
Builders and creators.
Yeah, so and it's weird because and you're gonna hear the episode next week, but they talked a lot about them being, you know, a part of the company as opposed to just regular employees. And I think one of the greatest things that Mike said was that the moment that you start working for me is a moment I fire you.
Yeah. No, I mean that's real shit. That's real shit. The day this feels like work is the day you shouldn't be here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's such a powerful statement.
It is.
Bro.
And I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that ever before. Yeah.
Every place we worked at, we're just workers. Right. Means to an end. You do this job.
Cogs in a machine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Cause and effect.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if like they look at you like, they see something in people that they bring on, and like they kind of nurture that.
Yeah.
And bring that out of them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like you've always had it. You just needed somebody behind you in order to push you.
Yeah.
And that's an empowering thing for somebody to see you or see something in you that you didn't even see yourself.
Yeah.
And it makes you work even harder. Like those people really, excuse me, those people really do have, a lot of encouragement from like Mike and Shell and Stace. Like they're pushing them to explore their creativity in ways that they never really even thought.
And I'm sure they push each other. You know what I'm saying? Like being around other creators.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they ask other creators, like, how does this look? Or what you think about this? And just to be in like that think tank, like it's got to be intoxicating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And like how I was saying, I feel like you got autonomy to make a decision, to do something, to explore.
That was the other thing.
To explore your creativeness.
Yeah.
Taking ownership. Because, you know, like usually we work in 9 to 5s or like corporate jobs, and it's like, it's not a type of feel.
Yeah.
It's like you just a worker bee or
Exactly.
worker ant. And like, you don't really feel a part of it.
Whatever the plan is, you don't know the plan. You just know your cog or whatever.
A task.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
You
go
are
do your job.
You are more than a fucking task.
Yeah.
But you got to believe that shit yourself.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, and it gives people a sense of ownership with the company. It's just like when you come to work and somebody says, be creative, figure out like the best thing for you to do today, like figure out how to maximize your day.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then it turns you into your own boss. Like you are on your own ass about getting out there and creating and making sure that you like that you perform for this company.
Yeah.
And it's weird that like they're a coffee company, but I've never pictured a coffee company just like everybody's a creative in there. Like Shell's a creative in there.
Yes.
Mike's a creative in there. Stace, they're all creatives. Bree, Joseph, like everybody in there is like somebody who's a creative. They're not just I work at a coffee company or I work at a coffee shop. Like they are creative people. Like with
just
a
like
vision.
when you said like the whole podcast, whatever you starting or whatever, and you go to people and it's like they was helping you out with the podcast.
Yeah.
But then we got on, it's like take ownership. They taking ownership.
Exactly.
This is not your shit. This is our shit.
Exactly.
And we gonna push this shit.
I mean, and I think that that's more of a testament. I mean, I'm sure everybody plays a role in it, but even to Mike, like this is all Mike's vision,
right?
But Mike allowing buy-in and feedback to that vision,
right?
That's what's going to take it to the next level.
You don't
make it as great as it is.
No yes man. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You can't grow if you have people around you that's just yes man. You know what I'm saying? Like they got to check you too. Like, nah, this ain't right. We should do this better. It makes everything flow better, even with us. You know what I'm saying? We got all different type of personalities,
exactly,
different mindsets. We see shit differently.
Yeah.
But it's all about respecting each other and like, hey, what you think about this? What you think about that? Nah, that's some fucked up fucking idea. Like, let's go this way. Like, let's try this. You know
but
like,
even within that, if somebody does reject your idea, not feeling the type of way about it.
Yeah.
Because me and you had a very strong conversation at night, and we came to. Like we really came to
to a consensus that you was wrong and I was 100% right.
I know. See, motherfucker, get a little bit of drinks in them and start forgetting shit. That is absolutely
shit. I haven't even drunk shit yet. I am sober.
Motherfucker, go to get that drink. Go to remember what happened that night.
But yeah, nah, for real, like
now you remember. I was right?
Hell nah.
Nah, but for real, being able to take criticism and take feedback like that's. I guess for lack of a better word, that's a skill too.
Hell yeah. I mean, even like being in this lane of being a creative and putting yourself out there, you gotta have. It's gonna be a sense of vulnerability.
Yep.
And you gotta have fucking thick skin.
Yeah.
Because it's like not everything is gonna go a certain way, and I'm working on things myself, like internally, where it's like I like to have things a certain way and at a certain level, but then it's like it's the process of like everything isn't gonna be perfect, but we gotta make everything work.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Adaptable.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, like I'm saying, like nobody ever sees the behind the scenes type of shit, whether it's you on stage or whatever. A lot of shit go wrong during a performance.
No, for sure.
And the I think one of the greatest skills that we have to have as creatives is learning how to pivot, learning how to just stay on your toes and realize, okay, this was the plan walking in.
Yeah.
And learning how if somebody throws something at you, you have to learn how to pivot and kind of change and say, okay, I'm going to make the most of this, or make just try to, take this coal and actually turn it into like a diamond, like really make something great out of all of this chaos. Mm-hmm. Because like I think it's great. Like me, I'm learning how to work without notes. I'm learning how to loosen up a little bit and not try to have so much control over the conversation, or having.
Where's your iPad?
It's sitting over here. That shit is dark, yo.
Nah.
That shit, I still got it.
That nigga, that shit gonna have a notification.
Nah.
Me up.
I mean, but even with you going to that change, even us recognizing and commending you for being willing to do that, and like going through that whole entire process.
Yeah. I mean, I still have my notes. I still have show notes. I still have things that I feel like, not even a conversation needs to be driving a certain way, but I trust you guys to make sure that everybody can hold their own on a podcast, instead of me feeling like I don't know why. It's just like I feel like if things fall apart, I feel like it's my fault. It's my responsibility. I feel like I did something wrong.
This might be the first episode where I don't feel like somebody is holding my balls up. Like everything is just free flowing. Free balling.
Damn, you lose 6K and you feel free.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Perception, perspective.
Got you. Yeah, I honestly, I really do appreciate y'all perspective. Like to really, help me get out of my own head sometimes, because it can be a scary place sometimes. Like just staying in your own head and being, overthinking stuff sometimes and being worried about things. But when you have, when you're forming a collective with other people and you trust them, it's easier to fall back and do what you do naturally. I
mean, and to a certain extent, you just got to. Right. I mean, if to be in a collective, be in a group, you gotta allow people, you gotta allow your coworkers, your teammates to come out and just carry their weight, express themselves, come forward. You can't control that.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. And I mean, even we took a hit, but I think
we're gonna be whole again.
We're gonna be whole. We whole regardless.
Yeah.
Even without all the equipment
True.
or whatever.
Yes,
we still got
at the foundation. It's always gonna be whole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it ain't like you press the camera and it gives you all your information and all your possessions.
Still gotta figure it out.
Charisma and shit.
Yeah.
That's all you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the base level, we are creators.
Yeah.
we just using different things in order to get our message out. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's just the different tools that we're using. Like we're using, higher tools and more advanced tools. But I mean, honestly, like this can be a lesson for other creatives who are just getting started. That feel like you need like all these big ass like red cameras and all these HD fucking 4K cameras, and you need super high audio interface and stuff like that. That shit can be taken away from you like in a blink of an eye.
Exactly.
And if you're stripped all the way down to to nothing, just recording on your iPhone, like how are you gonna bounce?
But I mean,
are you gonna bounce
too.
back?
You can do that too.
Yeah, if everything was taken away from us, I'm gonna be honest. I'd be in fucking tears right now. Like I honestly, like I was seriously on the brink. I'm just like, the business is going here. We're starting to take jobs, and people are starting to look at us, and our proof of concept is actually, people are starting to see it. It's finally moving in the right direction. And it's like I felt like there was nowhere to go but up. And then this bullshit happened. And I'm gonna be honest, like without y'all, I'd have been like, man, fuck it. I probably would have took at least a week off.
So if we went to your bedroom right now,
I'll be curled
we'll
up.
probably see you curled up in the fetal position.
God, you damn right. It fucked me up, bro. Like
I'm a whole chalk line on your bed.
For real, some pills and some. I'm not gonna joke about that, but it was bad though. Like I really felt some type of way. Like that really was a hit.
I mean, at least you got some home support, like your wife. You know what I'm saying? She can rub your head a little bit. It's gonna be all right, baby.
Yeah.
You're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I mean, like honestly, like she really was a sounding board for me. Like I did a lot of bitching, and I did a lot of. It was a point where I was just like, I'm gonna stop bitching about it. She's like, nah, go ahead and talk. Go ahead and if you need to get it out, because I'm telling you, like I was fucking. Yeah, it was bad.
Hey, man, that sounds like a good woman.
Yeah, really. She is fucking awesome.
And I'm pretty sure she got a filter for your bitching, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, she just turned that shit off. She just tuned out. But I'm glad that even this podcast could be a sounding board, because me getting it out and y'all having a better perspective than I do, it does help me out.
Yeah, because I think like even when we was texting or whatever, I was like, damn, he sounds so depressed.
I was fucked up, bro.
I was like, that's why I didn't text back in certain moments. I'm like, I don't want to.
You know what to say.
Like, damn, they broke my window, motherfucker. You sadder than I am.
I don't know, man. We should do the podcast this week. I'm feeling kind of down. I'm like, what the fuck wrong with your ass? The show must go on.
Yeah. And I'm glad, and y'all, and that's exactly what y'all said. The show must go on, and it's important. Like, I want all the creatives out there to be like, to just realize that this shit will happen. This shit could happen to you. I mean, a lot, and a lot worse could happen. I mean, we could have been in a car, like it could have been like an armed robbery. We could have been in the car. They could have just tried to take some shit by force, and if I got a thing on me, like I could have, I could have hurt somebody. Like
it could have been way worse.
It just could have been worse. You know what I'm saying? Like it could have been way worse. Something way worse could have actually happened. So it's just like, for this to happen, yeah, it's fucked up. But it's showing me that there's a community out there that really care about what we do and are willing to support us. And this is just the very beginning. We're getting this much love and this much support and this many donors like really helping us get back on our feet. Just imagine when a larger audience catch on to us.
Yeah.
I look at it, I mean, just getting robbed or theft or anything, it's like you feel so vulnerable. But then I have to look at the aspect of it. You know what? They broke the window. They took the shit out of my car. And I'm like, during these times of holiday season, it's getting cold or whatever.
I mean, it's Robbin season.
Let it be
it's Atlanta.
It is Robbin season.
If you feel like that's what you needed in order for you to progress and to move forward, and you going through some hard times, let that shit be a blessing to you. If you're going to ponder it or whatever, let it be a blessing for you. But that shit can only go but so far.
Yeah. And
I'm like, take me out of the situation. It was a fucking blessing to have the equipment and to be able to have this platform. But if you're going to steal the shit... Hopefully go long.
Yeah, make that shit work for you.
Invest in yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look at it like
seriously.
that.
Like I hope whoever stole that shit didn't just pawn it and get high or some shit like that. Like just do some dumb shit.
That's exactly what they did.
I know.
Nah, I mean, what they took this out of their own podcast.
Yeah, well,
I
shit.
mean,
Yeah, if you
come join the brand.
Yes, I
Come
know
join the
exactly.
brand.
Shit, you could have got down. We
That'd be a hell of a story.
Yeah, exactly.
How we started.
Motherfuckers stole our shit,
We caught
and
a
they
lick.
started their own
Motherfucker was
podcast.
slipping. Shit, we studied this shit. We started our own podcast.
Stole our shit to start their own podcast. Like that would be a wild ass story. But I just it's fucked up because it's just I don't know. Like I still feel some type of way, but talking to y'all makes me feel way better about it. It's just like it could have been worse. Whoever stole it, like I wish they would have been able to come to us and say, hey, I need this shit to do this or whatever. But it never works out like that. But
You ever seen Friday?
yeah.
Shit remind me of like Ezel running down the street with the back.
Yeah, because it's crazy. Because I feel like because my car was right down the street with just as much shit in it. Well, almost as much shit in it.
I think you ran to your car like, let me check my shit first.
No, I did. Yo, I gave you my phone to dial 911 because your phone was dead at the time, and I was just like, I know my shit got broken into too. I just knew it, and I was surprised when I got there and the shit was everything was back there. But they ain't gonna catch us slipping again. I'll never leave my shit in the back of my car, especially downtown Atlanta at night.
I think part of the reason probably got hit because and you probably didn't get hit because when I stepped out of the car, I looked like $1 million. I looked so edible, so they was like, "This nigga must got something."
And I just looked like a skater with holes in my shoes.
Yeah, he thought he was homeless.
They were stalking him.
He wasn't that shit.
They said I probably already stole the car anyway.
More than likely. I swear, man.
I got profiled by a thief, yo.
Damn.
She was like, he ain't got shit.
I guess he was right.
I got fucking profiled by a fucking thief, yo. And he was like, nah, he ain't got shit. Look at the holes in his shoes.
Nah, but
That's too many skate holes.
For real. Nah, thank you to everybody that's donated and that supported us so far.
Thank you so much.
And thank you everybody that will do it in the future.
Yeah.
That will do it in the future. We really appreciate your kindness. The like I said, the generosity of people today it's underrated. It's truly underrated.
Yeah, I mean, because even starting it, like, I wasn't really expecting too much. I mean, you just don't know until you ask. And it's like, I feel some type of way, about asking, but.
You ask not because you have not.
Exactly.
Or you have not because you ask not.
Yeah, I knew what you meant. Yeah.
Hey, can I get some, if you listen at that girl, can I get some head later?
You just got to ask for it?
Gums only?
I mean, honestly.
Wait, you say gums only mean like no teeth?
Ask.
Take your dentures out, baby.
Ask. It's a yes or no. It's a yes or no.
So all you got to do is ask. Ask and you shall receive.
Yeah, man. I mean, we going to be fine, man.
We're going to be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, to be offered like our first paying gig by like friends, I know they're going to be around, and it's like the ideas that we worked up together, I know that they feel like we're, creatively the only ones that can really see their vision all the way through because we know them so well.
Even in that space, like, I can just feel like the reciprocity of like the creative juices flowing. Because as we're there, I'm pretty sure they're getting creative ideas themselves. Like, damn, they working it this way. Oh, that's dope how they did that.
Yeah.
We can do this also.
Yeah.
But then I guess they appreciate us and value us in regards to our knowledge on certain aspects of equipment and stuff like that. So they trying to get out ideas from us. So that's dope too.
Yeah, because I mean, it feels like when we walk in there, it feels like a symbiotic relationship. It feels like they're feeding off of us, we're feeding off of them, and we're just all just kind of just helping each other like grow creatively. And it like that's really one of the best type of relationships to have, like really people organically feeding off of each other. And then it kind of gives me even, like, I don't know how y'all felt before. Well, I know sometimes when people give us compliments about like what we're doing, Levert, you always be like, oh, nah, I ain't doing nothing. Like you kind of blow it off. And I wasn't really taking that stance. I was kind of more like, we're still trying to figure out, like, I didn't really have as much confidence, but when other people start seeing things like, damn, what y'all doing is fucking dope, I start thinking like, damn, we are pretty fucking dope. Like, we are getting there.
We all right.
See, that's what I'm saying.
We all right. We still got shit to work for.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, with 10 episodes in, us creatively, with like 10 episodes in, I know we have a long way to go, but I'm even still looking at how we started. Like, our first episodes, they were great. I mean, at the time, but it's just like,
you know what I'm saying?
The
You
progress.
look at it like this. You making a certain type of dish, and I come in and like, you probably watching washing chicken with like some dish detergent. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
This nigga sick.
I was like, something wrong with this bitch.
No,
This shit is off. I don't even know if I should associate myself with this bullshit.
don't listen to his ass.
I'm like, what we gonna do? We gonna throw all of that bullshit you had away. We gonna go out and buy some new chicken.
Don't listen
we
to
gonna
his ass.
we gonna add some flavor, some spice into this shit. It was terrible, y'all.
No,
if y'all would have seen what I saw.
No, don't listen to his ass. Them early episodes was fucking popping.
No, I mean, we still even early in the process, but
Yeah.
I mean, but even in these 10 episodes, like the production is taking strides.
Yeah.
And it's only gonna get better.
It's only gonna get better.
Yeah, and you know, it's something I've said a million times over and over again. This podcast was looked at least in my eyes, as like a proof of concept, and I feel like we are really proving ourselves, and we start proving ourselves to the people that I respect. So if we're getting accolades from the people that we respect, from our contemporaries, people like, yo, I love what you're doing, and we love what they're doing, and they appreciate us.
Yeah.
I'm just like, we're moving in the right direction.
But even if they don't, even if they said like that shit sucks, y'all motherfuckers.
I like it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I still like
y'all
it.
need to start over on the drawing board. You know, like at first, if I like this shit, I'm gonna run with it. Cause it's all about what you have inside. Even if people don't see your vision, as long as you got your vision,
Yeah.
and let it come to fruition, like keep pushing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but even in that case, I mean, that's I guess that's not even really feedback. That's just a thought. That's not even like feedback. Like how do we grow and learn from that type of feedback? We need like criticism.
Somebody saying y'all suck is not.
I want to shout out. You know what I'm saying? My brother. But you know what I'm saying? He hit me up one day. He was like, bro, like what you doing like is dope. Like I want to give you your flowers while you here. And I'm like, nigga, I ain't did shit. He's like, no, bro, you on something.
And that's somebody who you respect.
You watching this?
Damn. That pause.
I love my brother to death. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, but that's somebody who
Actually, both of my brothers. Cause I got one that's highly critical because he's been in like on YouTube and shit like that and tell me I need to work it this way or dealing with equipment and cameras and shit.
Okay.
Salute to his ass. You know what I'm saying? I call him like what you call that? A silent partner.
got you.
Because he helped me out on
Sponsor.
certain shit. He's an inspiration to my life and everything. Jamar's Javon, I love y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out.
Just family, friends. My homeboy Rod. Even before Marcus came on, they like, damn, like I hope you go kill it on a podcast today. And that's the dopest shit that you have people that's in your life cheering you on. Because I think that's like one of the most underrated things when you have people in your life that's cheering you on. Because a lot of times people, that's even your friends or whatever, your family, they look at you as a reflection of themselves, and they not trying to give you like big ups or whatever. They more like, oh, they're trying to downplay it or like he ain't really doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But everybody got to start from somewhere.
Yeah.
And so to hear that from your family and friends, like you doing a dope job, even though I'm not looking or seeking validation, that shit does feel good.
Yeah, and I'm not running out there like, oh, please like what they like what we do or whatever. But it's just like to respect other people in a creative space, and those same people respect what you doing. Like honestly, and you can get some honest feedback from these people.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Just like, so I sent y'all the text like, I don't know if we should do it this week. Let's go ahead and just push it off. And y'all was like, the show must go on. Right after y'all, sent me that, I was like, okay, I started feeling a little bit better. Like, yeah, I'm tripping. We need to go and just keep going or whatever. Rel, one of our guests from episode 9? When did Rel come on? Was that episode
8 or 9?
Yeah, 8 or 9. So he called me earlier today because he was a little bit behind it. Like he's one of our biggest fans. And
Salute to Rel.
Salute to Rel. I'm
love you,
so
man.
glad. Love you, bro. I'm so glad that he was that he joined the podcast because he was one of the day ones from the very beginning. He was supporting the channel, and then he wound up joining us, and he was great on there. But he called me. He actually called me right after y'all said the show must go on. And he was in tears. He couldn't fucking breathe. I thought he was like, really? I thought it was a problem.
Are you hyperventilating?
Yeah, so he was laughing his ass off. Like at first I didn't know he was laughing. He couldn't breathe. He was trying to catch his breath. He said he was watching your Leviticus files, the from last week.
Oh really?
yeah, from your doctor's exam.
Yeah, the booty warrior.
Yeah, the booty warrior. Yo, he couldn't fucking breathe.
If you know, you know. Keep that shit in house though, Real. Keep that shit in house.
He could not breathe, yo. I was like, yo, what's wrong with you? He was just like, yo, I'm watching Leviticus files right now for the last episode. And he was laughing his ass off. And it's just like, it's awesome.
Some real shit.
Yeah, that's some real shit.
Really?
Yeah, it's like
Bruh, we need a drop for that.
We really do.
I dropped everything.
Drop them.
Everything. Like,
That was a wild episode. That was a wild episode. But for him to call like, and it's not like he's just like a blind fan. He's just like, yeah, he you know, it's just like your brothers. He can be critical, like when he feels like we need to change up something or take something out or whatever. But when we make a hit, when we're really onto something, he calls me and lets me know. Like he's not shy about doing that. And I appreciate our fans. I appreciate the people who actually really support us.
yeah.
It's just a great feeling.
You always got to recognize and remember your day ones.
Exactly.
Oh,
You ain't got shit and people that was there for you.
Yeah.
Because it comes to day, when this shit blows up, which is going to blow up, you going to always remember your day ones. Y'all motherfuckers will always have a free ticket to the show or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Anything.
Yeah, because I
Y'all was
honestly,
there.
I really can't. Like, it's just so many things I envision for the show. Like, when touring and stuff comes back, I could just imagine us doing like live podcasts and like doing like interviews with like, you know, big companies. It's so many things that I envision for us, and it's just like you have to see it in your mind first. And I see it in everything that we've been articulating, everything that we've been talking about in the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
It's starting to come into fruition. And this fucking hit that we just suffered, you know, on Tuesday, whatever, it's not gonna stop us.
No.
It's not gonna stop us because we got so many like, you know, and this is really what I wanted. Like whenever I feel like, oh, I don't feel like doing this today, or I got too much going on, then you ready to do it. If you don't feel like doing some shit, then I'm ready to push you.
Yeah.
If you don't feel like doing some shit, then like we're all pushing each other. There's no way we can fail when all of us are like each other's crutches.
I mean, it's true like a relationship, like or a marriage. Like sometimes the husband ain't got it, the wife got to carry it. Sometimes the wife ain't got it, the husband got to carry it.
yeah.
So will we consider ourselves a throuple?
Yeah, this is a throuple. The 4-4 throuple. Though there's probably a lot of throuples going on with the 4-4 area code.
Salute to the throuples. I'm for polyamorous relationships. Big love. Big love.
That man said big love.
Oh my God.
But nah. Anyway, we said everything we didn't say on this. I want to get y'all's feedback on something else. A couple
what's
other
up?
things.
What's
All
up?
right, let's do it.
Get it.
All right. Jesus versus Gucci versus.
Yeah,
It don't matter who won. I mean, that was more for the culture.
yeah, and you know what? Like, see, I you know, because they had so much history, like a lot of fucking animosity, a lot of beef. I mean, they started off on. I think the first one they did together was So Icy. Was that their first one, or was that their first big hit together?
That was the biggest hit together. Yeah.
Okay.
I think they did a couple tracks together.
So it's like after that they had like it was a lot of animosity between them. So it's just like I saw this versus.
And I mean, when we say animosity, like we ain't gonna go deep dive into that. But if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, especially if you from Atlanta, if you in it, like I'm not from Atlanta, I'm from Philly or whatever, but I still know about it. Like I was listening to like Jeezy and Gucci or whatever, you know, at certain points. But I think the culture won at the end. It seemed like it was gonna go a certain way. But I'll let you talk about it because you saw the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, I said I watched the whole thing. Like, bro, if you would have told me 10 years ago, 5 years ago, that something like this would have happened between those two,
Right.
I wouldn't have thought it because, like, how do I say? I remember being in middle school and when I guess when it all started to happen,
Right.
And I mean, it was different. Like you just had two was like two sides. Like for some reason, kids are picking sides.
Atlanta was almost split on that shit. Yeah.
Picking sides, and then I'm like, but nah, just to see that. I mean, and even watching the verses, I mean, you could tell like everything wasn't copacetic, but they understood the situation,
Especially in the very beginning.
Yeah, they understood the situation and they maneuvered in that room and made it happen. And I would say that's grown man shit. Grown man shit.
Yeah.
I mean, life was lost, but being able to move past that and to do this and get to the bag and for the culture, got to salute both Gucci and Jesus for that.
Yeah. So people seeing them have that animosity, I think that influenced a lot of like the younger rappers coming up, feeling like there's no way that you can actually squash this shit. Like you got to take it to the streets. It can't just be music. Yeah. And I think that had a lot of influence over like the young rappers coming up.
And definitely right now with the shootings that are taking like Von and
King Von, Mo 3.
Yeah. It wasn't West Side Gun.
Nah, it was.
I know
Benny the Butcher got
Benny
shot.
the Butcher got shot.
Yeah.
Who else got shot? Boosie got shot.
Yeah.
Just seeing like the beef between rappers and seeing like these men that had beef squash it. Like it was really, that example was needed right now.
So do you think that's gonna actually have an example? Like it's gonna have an effect on the younger rappers today, looking at them and saying, you know what, there's another way of actually going about this?
No, I think it'll help some, but again, like with a lot of change, it can't just be moments. It's got to be step by step of like just breaking down these barriers, or just growing and learning and being and doing better.
Right.
I mean, I think you are a product of your environment.
Absolutely,
And it's
we all are.
I think everybody move a different way depending on your environment and like how you've been brought up. But y'all, we just had fucking movement, Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
And you still out here doing that bullshit.
Yeah.
Right.
When we just had Black Lives Matter, we can't fight each other and fight the fucking world too.
Right.
Something's got to give, man.
Yeah.
Like, are you valuing your own brother's life?
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you gonna fucking fight over somebody stepping on your shoes or some shit?
Yeah.
That's fucking childish as shit.
Yeah, honestly, like, and I know, like, honestly, like, it's been a long time since I've been involved in like any type of street shit. So it's like, I may be speaking out of school right now, or whatever, but at the same time, it's like I think everybody has to do their individual part and actually speak up when you see somebody doing some wild, reckless shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just not worth it. You know, it's just not worth it to stay in that and stay in that type of lifestyle. Because we really have so much to lose nowadays.
Yep.
Yeah, we just have. Yeah, go ahead.
Now I want to say, but speaking up is different. I want to say, what I don't condone is if you're living that lifestyle, and you, how to say, and for lack of a better word, you snitch on the people that you're living the lifestyle with. That I don't condone, because I want to say, you're no better than them, and what you're really doing, you want to say, you're just a rat. Don't move like that. Don't move like that.
Yeah,
Nobody likes a rat.
You're a rat and a hypocrite.
yeah. I mean,
a big hypocrite.
Yeah, exactly. But and then I think, I don't know if it's even worse. It might be on par, but I just don't fuck with the people who are not even living that lifestyle, who are promoting that type of shit. You don't even take them drugs and you talking that shit. Like, you don't even shoot like that and you talking that shit. It's just like, it's just way too sad that that's the type of shit that's actually being promoted out there. It doesn't make any sense. I think one of the biggest things for me, I honestly think one of the things that really makes me happy is the fact that one of the things that makes me happy is that there's so many people who are like independent now. And I think, and when I think about like independent rappers, independent movie studios and stuff like that, I'm thinking that with the resources that these people have available to them, they can actually do shit that they want to do instead of pushing forth a culture that is detrimental to like our mentalities.
I mean, and like you say, we're products of our system. A lot of the things that we do aren't because we want to do it. We do it because we have to do it. It's like all we know. It's all we've been shown. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think people want to steal. People steal because they have to. They need it to survive.
Absolutely.
So just being a product of your environment. But just going back to the verses, like, shout out Gucci and Jeezy for just being on their grown man shit and just doing that for the culture.
Yeah, because honestly, it didn't seem like it was actually going that route. It seemed like there was a lot of antagonizing in the very beginning.
I mean, I would say throughout the battle. Like, I mean, I don't think anything was gonna go left at all. But like,
I was worried about it because I've seen the other verses.
Nah, I mean, I would say they both of those men have grown so much and changed that they not gonna do anything that detrimental that I'm gonna say that hurts the bag that they get into. Right. So nah, I don't think either man was gonna do anything on camera at least.
So did y'all see the other verses before?
Yeah. I mean, even watching it was like more producers. Now it seems to go like more artists. But yeah, even the early battles, it was producers like Hit Boy and Boy Wonder. Yeah.
Yeah. So one of my favorite verses was Monica and Brandy.
Yeah.
And people that know the history, like there's always been like this, do they have animosity? It's like the boy is mine type shit or whatever. So people always expected they had a whole lot of animosity, and I guess it might have been overblown a little bit, but seeing that versus, that was like a celebration of each other. Like that was I think the culture really won with that one. Even with Erykah Badu and Jill Scott,
that was really
it's
a
just
celebration.
another one just to see black women come together and really celebrate each other. It's called Versus, but it didn't really seem like it was any animosity between them.
This was a celebration too, but it was more of a hood celebration.
Yeah,
for ATL, you know what I'm saying? Like that Versus was so ATL.
I'm glad.
Magic City?
Yeah,
After party at Compound.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah,
Strippers.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to the strippers.
I love the strippers.
Man, I love the strippers.
Yeah, but it really was dope that's what it turned out to be. Like this Versus kind of had me worried a little bit because it's just like it didn't feel like it didn't feel like it would have been a celebration of each other's music.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would say, and I think somebody said this before. Like this Versus was like that was a prime example of Atlanta. Like like other places. As far as like hip hop, other locations, they beef, never do music, never collaborate, never in the same room together. Atlanta's like a big collaborative. All the artists collaborate. Everybody's on everybody's songs.
Yeah,
and this was that. This was two artists who had beef or had tension, but they put that shit aside, came together, got the bag.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it kind of reminds me like around the same time. Around the same time the battle was going on, like Meek Mill had sent out a tweet.
Yeah.
And he was basically saying like he wants to give all the young boys like in Philly like record deals, but too many of them is beefing. And basically Twitter said, shut the fuck up. Like wasn't nobody really feeling him saying that y'all need to squash the beef in order to go and get money together. It's just one of those things. It's just like, I don't even know if it's really the streets that's really talking. I just feel like.
Well, but even with that, I think we got to understand like Twitter ain't real.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Like, it may not even be the streets that's really saying it. Exactly. It may be just a whole bunch of like
these suburban kids.
Yeah, a whole bunch of people
with
like
burner accounts.
Yeah, they out there thumb thugging, talking as if they from the streets or whatever. But it's just like I think what Meek was saying is some real shit. Like I know there's bodies, I know there's animosity, I know there's history between like these different blocks and stuff like that. But at a certain point, you have to say what's more important. If all of us can just pull together and get money together, we will be so much more fucking powerful.
Yep.
Like you couldn't stop us. You couldn't stop us. If we all loved each other like brothers and sisters, we would get it so hard.
And it's, you gotta love like brothers and sisters, just that being able to put shit aside and work together.
Exactly. Like, and honestly, like that's one of the things that I love about Atlanta. At least my experience. I've lived here. I moved here in 2011. So yeah, almost 10 years. I lived there almost 10 years. Mm-hmm. And in my experience, Atlanta's just a special place where there's a whole lot of creative people, but people don't look at each other. I don't see that crab in a barrel mentality in Atlanta. Yeah. At least from my experience. It seems like
it exists some, but not like it do other places.
Yeah, it just seems like it's a special place. It's just like if you're trying to start like a real estate business or whatever, motherfuckers who are in that business who would in any other place would consider you competition. They're like, I did it like this. This is where you need to go to. Like if we're trying to start our own studio. People who have their own studio, like this is what you need to do to get on. Is like normally people will look at you as their competition, but down here it's just like I don't care about that. I want to see as many people put on as I am because there's spaces for everybody. In Atlanta, they realize that you shining does not dim their light. Mm-hmm. And yeah. I've never experienced that in any other place.
Well, and I think people think of really a lot of stuff, but they think of things as like a pie. And in order for somebody else to get something, I have to lose a piece of my pie. Right. When it's not that. When it's not that way like at all.
Nah, it's not like that.
Everybody can eat around here.
Everybody can eat. But these people got. I don't say these white people got enough money to pay us all. It's enough money out there for everybody to get it.
Everybody.
Yes. I mean, it's like it's just like I never understood how like rappers or like just musicians in general feel like they need to compete with other people. Like, bitch, I buy 2 albums a month. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was actually buying CDs, when I go to the record store, it's not like I can only buy that one and I can't buy that one. I was listening to music, so it's like, where's the competition at?
And it ain't like that no more with the streaming age and songs being whatever the fuck. Like, I can understand if it was like 1990 or 2000 and you got 12, you got $10, $15, you enough for one album. Exactly. You got to make that album count. Exactly. It ain't like that no more.
It's not like that anymore. Yeah, the streams is out there, and it's just I think we're moving into a great age, because the internet is only going to get better and better, and I think it's just equalizing a lot of people's opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, look at it like this. I'm pretty sure when Gucci and Jeezy first started, they had probably a certain demographic of people that would listen to their music. Now that music is online and, you know what I'm saying, the web, like, you have fans coming from everywhere, all over the world. You know what I'm saying? So everybody coming together. That's why they're able to eat so much. Cause you don't really need to fight. You don't need to create beefs. Beefs is just for publicity sake.
Absolutely.
But you're pulling from everywhere.
Nah, I mean, Gucci do a concert in Barcelona. You got people in Barcelona know about Zone 6 Atlanta.
Right.
Man.
They probably don't speak English, but they know every word of your song.
It just reminded me. I was on a trip. I was in Costa Rica. We had a driver.
Okay, nice flex. Okay, go ahead.
Nah. I'll try it. But driver could speak limited English.
Right.
Migos song came on the radio. He knew that Migos song.
Damn.
He knew the Migos song, spoke it in English, and knew who the Migos was.
Exactly.
Man, that
culture.
Yeah, culture. And music. Music is universal. Yeah. Universal language.
At the end of the day, when it comes to culture, Black people are the culture.
Yeah, and
we are what drives everything.
Yeah.
Black Twitter drives Twitter.
And I think we need to take that responsibility, strongly. I think we need to realize that we have an influence over not only people within our own individual Black culture, but we are sending a message out to the world. So it's like we need to be cognizant. I think I'm using that word right. I think we need to really understand.
Define cognizant.
we need to really think about the message that we're actually putting out to the rest of the world, and it shouldn't be one Black person's responsibility to always be upstanding and be that type of person, whatever. Because we're not a monolith. We're all different, individual people, whatever.
Yeah.
We have our own thoughts and decisions, but it just feels like. Sometimes it feels like it's our responsibility to be upstanding or whatever, but we still need to understand the message that we're putting out there, and we need to be accurate and be authentic to ourselves.
Yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying, but I think about in the political spectrum, when they talk about the Black vote,
right?
But they talk about the Black vote, not understanding that all Black people are different. When they talk about the white vote has different spectrum. You got educated, non-educated, old, young, exactly.
The suburbs,
exactly. Yeah. But for some reason, the Black vote is just the
one
Black
block
vote.
Yeah,
yeah. That's why I really when people try to go in and say blame Black men or whatever because everybody didn't vote for Biden. I'm like, if they wanted to vote for Trump, let them fucking vote for Trump. That's their fucking vote. That's their fucking choice. So I can't really hinder that because we're not monolithic. If you got Black Republicans out here, I don't, believe all that shit that they be talking, but that's their own choice.
Yeah. Nah, and I guess all that we're really asking for is that allowing us to be who we are and not allowing us to be who we are uninterrupted and not telling us or not expecting of us to be palatable or conform to these white ideas of what civility is.
That's true. That's true. Now, as far as having Biden and Kamala Harris in the White House now, do you feel like...
Oh, man, this was a pivot right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, do you feel like we're actually going to be able to make them accountable in ways that we couldn't with the previous administration?
We'll see, but I think they speaking that shit right now. Yeah.
What's up?
Nah.
They saying salute to the Black community and stuff like that. So I'm tired of y'all saying that shit. What you gonna do about it? What about that policy?
Yeah.
So we get to see. We definitely gonna have our eyes on their administration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Most definitely that. It's gonna be we're gonna apply some pressure.
Yeah. Nah. I want to say I feel like right now Joe Biden's trying to, and I guess I understand that he's trying to be the president for everybody,
right?
Mm-hmm. But how am I gonna say? I'll say Black people, and I'll say Black women specifically.
Yes,
he's got to do something for the Black community because without, and I'll say Black women specifically, without them, his campaign ends in South Carolina. And he's not, 46? He's not the 46th president. Mm-hmm. It's just another failed presidential attempt for him. So he's got to do something for the community that's lifted him up and supported him and gotten him to the point that he is right now.
Right.
And I understand you're the president of the United States of America, but you trying to be the president for everybody, you can't make everybody happy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, shit. Look at Trump. He
made
his folks happy.
Exactly.
He only played to his base.
Exactly, and his base rides for him.
Yeah. Yep.
So
and we ride for the Democrats, but we never really. It doesn't really feel like we ever get that reciprocity.
never. I mean, never gotten anything from
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like I don't want to be like. I'm not gonna be like Van Jones and start, you know, is it Van
Cry.
Jones?
Van
yeah,
Jones.
yeah, and start crying and acting like, you know, this is a brand new day, and you know, start dancing and celebrating.
But wasn't
or whatever.
you crying earlier about the podcast?
Yes, no, but that should mean something to me. That's affected my life. That's affected our livelihood.
Hold up. Side note, y'all. Come fucking January 5th, if you in Atlanta, we got to vote.
Yes.
We got the runoff election.
So got John Ossoff and Raphael
we got
Warnock.
to get these motherfuckers out of here.
Yes.
They
Absolutely.
got to go.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe early voting starts. I want to say December 12th.
And I will be there.
Early voting starts December 12th. Like Avert just said, the runoff's on January 5th. Request your absentee ballots. You can request those right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got to get out and vote.
Yeah.
And as far as early voting, I voted early every single elections. It was like, you know, all of the elections that we had this year, whatever. The local, the presidential election. I went to State Farm Arena. State Farm Arena, I was in and out. Those people in there are nice as shit, and it will get you in and out. So if you can early vote, go to State Farm Arena if it's still open.
So is early vote considered absentee voting, or is it just?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Now, absentee is just when you got the paper ballot and you mail it back in.
Okay.
Or just drop it in the mailbox or
Okay.
however the fuck they do it. Yeah.
We want to make sure we vote legally.
Yeah.
Count all legal votes. Don't stop the count.
Yeah, don't stop that shit.
Yeah.
Count all the legal votes. Like, this election has been really weird, and it's just like I said. I knew that Donald Trump was gonna go down.
Trump or Chump?
Chump. He was gonna go. Yeah, no, I said it right.
Okay.
Talk that talk.
Yeah, that he was gonna go down kicking and screaming, and try to make sure that he's gonna fuck up as much as he can on his way out. But I don't think it really. I don't know. I don't know if it matters. Like, I know he's firing a lot of people in crucial positions, but I don't know if it really matters. And I think Twitter just sent out something saying that, you know, the presidential Twitter account is gonna be switched over to Joe Biden. You know, after the after the inauguration, regardless of
Take that shit now.
Yeah, they should take that shit now. And so basically, he's not gonna have any. Donald Trump is not gonna have any presidential.
So they should suspend his account.
Exactly. So
I mean,
that's probably what they're gonna do. They're gonna suspend his account
They're going to
afterwards.
Parlor now, right?
Oh, bruh, it's Parler probably like that's probably like a Klan rally. Parler is like the white racist Twitter.
Really, I never even heard of that shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, like I said, that's probably like a Klan rally, social media Klan rally.
Wow. I'm saying, so do y'all think he's really gonna start his own network? I think we talked about this before. Like, do y'all think he's actually?
I
gonna
mean,
do it?
it'll be smart.
Yeah.
But like I said, he run that shit from jail.
Nah, I kind of say in my mind, when you think Fox News is too far towards the middle,
Right.
you going off the end that I can't.
Yeah,
even,
that boy's in crazy
We
town.
didn't seen it all in 4 years.
Yeah.
From Charlottesville to now, like fuck Fox News.
This man said Fox News is the middle and lying to you. People that have told these people have grown up watching Fox News for decades, and all of a sudden they think Fox News is lying to them now.
And that's so weird. Like, how did Donald Trump become this fucking cult leader? Like, how is he able to captivate people the way that he does, though? Because it seems like he's not doing anything special that the anchors on Fox News wasn't doing before. I guess you're taking the anchors from Fox News who push like that agenda of like scaring, like, you know,
scaring white people.
Yeah, scaring like poor and impressionable white people.
Yeah.
They took that, but then added like billions of dollars, and that's how
exactly. Yeah, like somehow they convince themselves they're like the hardworking middle class Americans when they're really just they complain about Democratic elites. They're the same rich white people as well.
Yeah, that's weird.
But nah,
That's weird.
And white people feel like they're oppressed.
No, but to be honest, a lot of them are, but they're not oppressed by. No, they are. They don't realize that.
Elaborate.
They don't realize that the elites are the ones that are taking shit away from them. Like the elites are pointing over like, hey, it's that Mexican guy that's taking your job.
Yeah.
It's that guy from the Middle East is doing it. It's black people that's doing that. If poor white people realized that they was in the same boat with us and getting fucked the same way that we were,
exactly.
then we would all be on the same page.
The thing about it, they think this shit is a pie, and it's not a pie.
Yeah.
It is not a pie.
Yeah.
And if it is a pie, then you're part of the 1% with everybody else is getting fucked over. No, that you're part of the 99% getting fucked over by this 1% of rich people.
Yeah, yeah, but see, like I think the thing that they have is that they look like the people who's fucking them over, so it feels different for them. If they feel like they're a part of them,
exactly.
Yeah, it's more palatable for them, and they feel like they're a part of them. They feel like it's like an aspirational thing. They feel like they can get there, and I think the rich elites are giving them somebody who to say that, oh, you're better than them, and that's all they need.
I mean, who was it? Was it Malcolm X? It was like they taught the white person that they made them believe like, even at your worst, you're still better than the best black person.
Right.
That was probably a bad paraphrase, but that was kind of the example.
I need to stop believing that, yo. We all in the same boat. We all getting fucked by the same people, yo. I really need to cut that shit out. Take them rebel flags down and realize that Black Lives Matter and we all in this shit together, yo. We all getting fucked by the same people.
White people, they probably getting fucked missionary instead of doggy style. They coming face front.
I mean, I would say what's been done to us is way worse than doggy style.
No.
Some people fuck with doggy style.
I'm saying
our shit is like our experience has been like a rape.
Yeah, ours. Yeah, we did not consent. They didn't ask our consent.
You say it's more palatable for them to get fucked over because it's by the same skin color.
Okay.
That's how they fucking them.
Missionary.
Yeah,
look at them dead in their face and lying to them.
They getting fucked by the same people we getting fucked by, except for whatever reason they just don't see it because they're like, I can be that person one day.
Yeah,
like they see themselves in like the rich elites or whatever.
The rich elites like, no, you can't.
Yeah, but they'll lie to him though.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but the thing about it, like, if Trump panders to his base, but I promise, if he was forced to interact with his base on a daily basis, you think they would discuss it?
He would fucking hate that. He really hates those people. He is absolutely disgusted by them. He is absolutely disgusted by his base.
I mean, but you talk about like how does he form a cult? And somebody broke it down to me like, these people take what he says as gospel, and who am I to tell somebody what their scripture is?
Right.
Damn.
Yeah.
Trump 1-1.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fuck him. Keep fucking him.
Nah, 1-1 would be MAGA.
Yeah, exactly.
Trump 1-1 would be MAGA.
Yeah, but I'm just glad he's out of the office because I really
Not
think.
yet. We still got time.
Well, we still got 56 days.
What's that? 60 days?
56 days, somewhere around there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I say, get Joe Biden. The election day was step one. We've got so many.
I was surprised, to be honest with you.
What you mean?
Well,
no, you said you knew.
No. I knew that he was going to win the night of, but I was surprised it went that way. Because I was telling people that Trump going back in office, I just don't see it. After I saw like the results come, I'm like, this looking kind of weird, and we haven't even counted other shit. Mm-hmm. And I know mostly everybody was going to vote absentee because of the whole fucking pandemic.
But, yeah.
So are y'all surprised that Hillary got shitted on the way that she did? Well, no, actually she won a popular vote. But are you surprised that she didn't become president and Joe Biden did?
No. Because in my mind, I think this country.
I think I know what you about to say.
This country is more sexist than racist. In regards to look at it like this: when fucking Obama won, and
yeah, he did win.
Hillary was going against Obama. I think we was getting our septic tank worked on. And there was a country white boy came through. He was like, shit, man, I can ride with Obama. I ain't vote for him, but I'm glad that bitch didn't get in. We can't have no woman leading this country.
Unfortunately, I've heard the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like they'd rather have a man, even if he black or a different nationality, than to have a woman lead this country. Yeah. So salute to Kamala Harris being the first vice president elect. You know what I'm saying? That's progress.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't take that away from her at all.
Yeah.
And I really thought
future president.
Yeah.
Future president Kamala Harris.
I absolutely believe that. But I really thought that him selecting her as vice president was a nail in his coffin. I said, fuck that. I said he's done after that. I said I thought that was the dumbest move. It was a smart move because he needs somebody strong like that with him.
But I thought that was dumb for black women.
Because in the beginning they was pushing her up front. They wanted her to be the nominee,
be the candidate,
for president elect.
Oh, she ran.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like
she was running.
But then they saw how
she was probably the first. She was probably one of the earliest to back out too.
Yeah,
because
because
she knew
she had somebody whisper in her ear.
Exactly,
you're not gonna win, baby.
I mean, not necessarily win, but yeah, you probably won't win. But if you do back out now, we can work you in with Joe on the back end. Yeah. But going back to the example, a friend of mine in the Hillary Clinton example, a friend of mine said he was at a bar. I guess somewhere in the country, but he was like, I guess it was around the time Obama got elected for the first time, and he was like, white dude at the bar was like, "I vote for a nigga before I vote for a cunt," and that's what
That's why I keep telling people this country is more sexist than racist. Look at the history with voting and everything. White man, then a black man, then white woman, black woman.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
I mean, even with the voting, they fought that the whole entire way. But nah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I can understand why people don't like Hillary Clinton, but Hillary Clinton was way more qualified to be president than Donald Trump.
Oh, facts.
Absolutely.
But Hillary, she got some skeletons in her closet too.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
They've been trying to keep it hush hush, but
yeah, but the only thing they've been talking about is like the fucking emails, though. It's like
no.
I'm saying the only thing you got to say to the Republican base is emails, and they fucking lose their mind.
Everything else is conspiratorial.
They don't even know what
conspiracy,
the emails.
But they have been talking about that sex trafficking shit.
I mean, but I get you what you're saying. But the thing about it, like the right,
they kind of keep it on hush hush.
How to say? My issue with them is like y'all talk about facts and like you're presented with facts and science like on the coronavirus, but you believe every goddamn conspiracy you hear.
Pizzagate and all that other shit or whatever.
I guess they only believe it if it's for their benefit.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking for confirmation bias. You already know what you want to hear, and you're just looking for any justification or any criticism to shoot that shit down.
That's
or believe it.
True. That's exactly why Fox News exists. For motherfuckers that just sit inside their own echo chamber and just hear the same shit that they already believe over and over and over again. Just reinforce their own bias.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I say, getting Joe elected, that was step one. We got a lot of steps, a lot of
local
big steps.
shit. Georgia,
exactly.
Y'all need to show out.
With the whole situation with the way the election went, it's been a shitty ass 2020, but it's starting to look up. That's what I'm saying. We going through this shit because it's 2020. I know it's gonna get brighter.
Our shit getting stolen is just on 2020.
Man, I got you, man. But y'all remember how people saying like 2019 was such a trash year. 2020 gonna be so much better. That shit was like hold my beer.
Yeah. Like I really
I thought we lost a lot of people in 2019. 2020 was like nah. Here go another 250.
I was so excited because I'm like 2020. That sounds like the fucking future. That's a sci-fi year. Like that's the beginning of some sci-fi shit. But it 2020 started feeling like some dystopian shit. Like it's like the world about to end. Like this is the beginning of the end.
World War Z shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like fucking. And then we got the fucking vaccine coming out. It's like I don't want to discourage anybody from taking it.
Y'all gonna take it?
I don't even take the flu shot. I don't know if that's controversial to say, but I haven't had a flu shot in like at least 10 years.
I saw this somebody.
Should I take it?
Somebody I follow on Twitter threw out this idea. What if like as a second economic stimulus, you get the 1,200, but in order to get the 1,200, you take the vaccine.
Ooh, that'd be wild.
Well, we know who.
I mean, I don't know the ethics or anything behind that, but I'm just saying.
Well, with the history of this country, with the history of this country and vaccines, I'm gonna need y'all white people to go first. Like for real, I'm gonna need y'all to go first.
I'm just gonna wear my mask. I'm just gonna wear my mask and keep it moving. Wear my gloves and shit. I'm not excited to take that vaccine. I'm just saying,
man. Like I don't want to be fucking around and like trying to
fuck with a
N95 mask. It's not good, man.
Fuck with a bad score.
Yeah. Can we get like some quick test?
Oh yeah, so a quick test. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some quick test. Like you could pee in a cup or something like that, or something. I don't know. Shit.
Yeah, I'm not excited to take that shot at all.
I mean, the only reason I take flu shots right now is my mom, she's a nurse, and she recommended it. So I just been starting to take flu shots, like every 6 months or whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, but
you've been taking your flu shots?
I mean, I think I got a flu shot for the first time ever this year.
Really? Yeah, I used to get them all the time, especially like when I was in the army or whatever. I used to get them shits all the time, but they used to make me sick as fuck though. Like without a doubt, like every single time I took a flu shot, I used to just be sick as a dog for like 3 days. And I'm just like, fuck this.
Never hurt me. I ain't never gone through that.
Yeah. But then, I mean, like honestly, like I really felt like I had corona back in February. I was sicker than I've ever been in my entire life. And I was sick I was out of work for like 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Like, I was down for 3 weeks and I was sick the whole time. I kept taking NyQuil and Benadryl. I kept taking like everything. Like I was damn near a junkie. I was taking everything in my medicine cabinet. Nothing worked. And then as soon as I started feeling better, then I couldn't get rid of my cough. And I was coughing like I was coughing. Well, I ain't gonna give y'all too much information, but I was coughing up a lot. And I wound up going to to the doctor. This is like February. No, by the time I actually wound up going to the doctor, this is like March. And they told me I had the flu, but this is like right around the time when like people cases start really coming out or whatever. So I'm like, they told me I had the flu, but I was like, that shit got to be corona because I couldn't fucking breathe. Like it was so bad I had to use an inhaler. So I'm like, I didn't know I had that shit.
Get the antibody test to see if you had it.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah, I mean, what is that going to do right now?
It'll let you know if you had it or not.
Okay, got you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I
don't know. I mean, you married though, but I can't be sleeping next to the enemy. If you got it, you gonna have to sleep with the next one.
And it's crazy because I actually thought she gave it to me. She was sick because I remember this clear as day because she was out on February 13th. On Valentine's Day, we had to go to work. I think that was like on a Friday or whatever. So I came home, and the next day, which was a Saturday, I was sick as shit. She was feeling better, so
I remember you was sick because like people was asking me, "Where's Warren?"
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't know. He probably got that package.
What?
I don't recall, but that was my answer. That's why everybody was tensed up when you came back. Do he have the package? Yeah, you was gone for a good minute.
Yeah,
though.
3 weeks. I was out for 3 weeks. I came back after 2 weeks, and I was coughing. They was like, "Nah, get the fuck out of here." Like they told me to leave.
Hell yeah.
So I stayed out for another week because they was just like, because I was feeling better. I just can't get rid of my cough.
Yeah.
Nah, I
They
completely.
was like, "Nah, get the fuck out of here."
A coworker of mine, she went on a vacation to Italy and early on, like around March when shit was starting to pop off. And then she came back, and then that was around the same time they was about to thinking about shutting everything down. And bro, I was like, if she sets foot in this office, I ain't gonna be here.
right. Yeah, fuck that.
Have you seen her since? I mean, hopefully she's still alive, right?
Yeah. I mean, she good alive. Didn't have it, but like I'm gonna say, yeah, she's still alive. Have I seen her? I guess I've seen her. I don't know if I've been around her presence, but yeah, she's good alive.
She's single?
No. She's
Okay.
married, children, all that stuff.
Okay. Just because you don't come back with COVID, you could come back with something else.
I think we're going to end it on that note.
Join it.
With a baguette? Nah, I'm just sure. Oh, man. Well, shit, this has been another great podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in again.
Thank y'all for listening to this therapy session.
Yes, yeah. I mean, we're actually venting on this one. Next week, we're actually going to start putting out part 1, 2, and 3 of the Dope Coffee podcast. We had a really great time. It's going to be only in the audio form. So if y'all just watching us on YouTube, please check us out in the audio form. Thank you.
Deuces.
Yeah, we really appreciate y'all. Really. Please check us out on all platforms. We out.